Have you ever noticed your feet feeling a little achy or swollen after a long day? Maybe even making it tough to slip on your favorite shoes? It's frustrating, isn't it? You might think it's just part of getting older, something to shrug off and deal with. But what if I told you that some of the foods you're eating could be making things worse for your feet? That's right. Those everyday snacks or treats you reach for might be quietly causing trouble, leading to puffiness, discomfort, or even nagging pain that slows you down. After 60, our bodies are a bit pickier about what we feed them, and our feet, well, they're like the foundation of a house. If they're not happy, it's hard to keep moving through life with the energy and joy you deserve. Today, I'm going to share 4 foods that could be wrecking your feet, and why you'll want to steer clear of them starting now. These are things you might find in your pantry or at gatherings, but don't worry. I'll also give you easy swaps so you can still enjoy your meals without missing out. Let's dive in and talk about the first food that's no friend to your feet. Picture this. You're at a family get-together, and there's a plate of cookies or a slice of cake calling your name. It's tempting, isn't it? But the first food we need to watch out for is processed sugars. Things like sugary desserts, candies, or even those sneaky sweetened drinks like soda or flavored coffee creamers. Now, I'm not saying you can never have a treat. Life's too short for that. But here's why too much sugar can be tough on your feet. When you eat a lot of processed sugars, it can spike your blood sugar, and over time, that can lead to inflammation in your body. Inflammation is like a quiet troublemaker. It creeps into your joints, your blood vessels, and yes, even your feet, making them feel swollen or sore. For some folks, it can even mess with the nerves in their feet, causing that tingly, uncomfortable feeling that makes every step a challenge. Let me tell you about my friend Betty, who's 65 and loves her baking. She used to whip up batches of brownies and eat a few every afternoon with her tea. But she started noticing her feet felt puffy and heavy, especially after her baking days. She didn't connect the dots at first, but when she cut back on sugary treats, swapping her brownies for a handful of berries or a piece of dark chocolate, she was amazed at the difference. Her feet didn't feel as swollen, and she had more energy to keep up with her garden club. That's the thing about processed sugars. They give you a quick burst of happiness, but they can leave your feet paying the price. So what can you do instead? Try reaching for naturally sweet options that won't stir up trouble. Fresh fruits like strawberries, bananas, or an orange are delicious and packed with vitamins that actually help your body fight inflammation. If you're craving something baked, look for recipes using natural sweeteners like a touch of honey or mashed dates. Just a little goes a long way. And if you're out at a cafe, maybe skip the sugary latte and go for an herbal tea or a plain coffee with a splash of milk. It's like giving your feet a break while still enjoying the flavors you love. Betty now keeps a bowl of sliced apples with a sprinkle of cinnamon on her counter, and she says it's her new go-to when she wants something sweet. Small changes like that can make a big difference, and your feet will thank you for it. Now, as we're thinking about keeping those sugary treats in check, there's another food that sneaks into so many of our days, especially when we're watching a movie or chatting with friends. It's salty snacks, things like potato chips, pretzels, or those little crackers we munch on without thinking. I get it. There's something so satisfying about that crunch, isn't there? But here's why salty snacks can be a problem for your feet after 60. Salt makes your body hold onto water, and when that happens, the extra fluid often settles in your feet and ankles, leaving them swollen and tight. It's like your feet are carrying around a little extra baggage they don't need. Too much salt can also put stress on your blood vessels, making it harder for your body to keep circulation flowing smoothly to your feet, which can lead to discomfort or even cramping. I remember my neighbor Sam, who's 68 and loves his evening ritual of watching baseball with a big bowl of chips. He started noticing that his feet would feel puffy by bedtime, sometimes so much that his socks left marks on his skin. He thought it was just from sitting too long, but when he started paying attention to his snacks, he realized those salty chips were part of the issue. So, he tried something different. Instead of chips, he'd grab a handful of unsalted nuts or some sliced veggies with a bit of hummus. It still gave him that satisfying crunch, but without all the salt. After a couple of weeks, he told me his feet felt lighter, and he wasn't waking up with that stiff, swollen feeling anymore. Sam's even got his wife in on it now. They make their own popcorn with just a pinch of seasoning, and it's become their new game night favorite. The trick with salty snacks is to be mindful and look for alternatives that still feel like a treat. If you love something to nibble on, try raw veggies like carrots or cucumber slices. They're naturally low in salt and great for dipping in a little yogurt or guacamole. If you're at a party and the chip bowl is calling, take a small handful and pair it with something hydrating, like a glass of water or some watermelon slices, to balance things out. And when you're shopping, check labels. Some snacks labeled healthy can still be loaded with sodium, so aim for ones with less than 140 milligrams per serving. It's like being a detective for your own health, and it's empowering to know you're making choices that help your feet feel their best. As we're thinking about how these foods can affect the way we move through our days, it's amazing how much control we have over how we feel just by paying attention to what's on our plates. There's another food that often hides in plain sight, one that might be in your favorite takeout or packaged meals, and it's worth talking about because it can really take a toll on your feet if you're not careful. You know, as we've been talking about how those sugary treats and salty snacks can sneak up on your feet, it's like we're peeling back the layers of what we eat every day and seeing how it affects us. It's empowering, isn't it, to realize that the choices we make at the grocery store or the kitchen table can help us feel better, walk easier, and enjoy our days a little more? But there's another food that's a bit trickier because it hides in places we don't always expect. It's not something you pick up and say, "Oh, this is bad for me," but it can do a real number on your feet, especially after 60. I'm talking about trans fats, those sneaky fats found in a lot of processed and fried foods. Now, I know that sounds like something you might hear in a health class, but stick with me, because understanding this, one can make a huge difference in how your feet feel. And I'm going to show you how to spot it and swap it out for something better. Trans fats are like the troublemakers of the food world. They're created when manufacturers take healthy oils and turn them into something solid to make food last longer on shelves or taste richer. You'll find them in things like fried fast food. Think French fries or fried chicken, packaged baked goods like donuts or muffins, and even some microwave popcorn or frozen pizzas. The problem with trans fats is that they're not just bad for your heart. They can stir up inflammation in your body, and that inflammation loves to settle in places like your feet. It's like inviting a guest who overstays their welcome, leaving your feet feeling stiff, swollen, or even achy. Over time, trans fats can also mess with your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly to your feet, which can lead to that heavy, tired feeling that makes you want to sit down instead of heading out for a walk. I'll never forget my friend Clara, who's 67 and loves her weekly treat of picking up a donut from the local bakery. She used to think it was harmless, a little indulgence to brighten her morning, but she started noticing that her feet would feel puffy and sore, especially on days when she'd had something fried or processed, like a takeout burger or a store-bought pastry. It wasn't until she read about trans fats that she connected the dots. Those foods were leaving her feet feeling worse, and it was dragging down her energy for things she loved, like dancing with her husband at their community center's monthly social. So, Claire decided to make a change. She didn't give up her treats entirely. She's too much of a foodie for that, but she started being pickier about what she chose. Instead of a donut, she'd grab a fresh apple from a farmer's market or bake her own muffins at home with olive oil instead of shortening. She told me her feet feel so much lighter now, and she's back to twirling on the dance floor with a big smile. So, how do you avoid trans fats without feeling like you're missing out? It's easier than you think, and it starts with being a bit of a detective when you shop or eat out. First, check labels on packaged foods, things like cookies, crackers, or frozen meals. Look for words like partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients list because that's the code name for trans fats. Even if a label says 0 grams trans fat, those oils can still hide in small amounts, so it's worth a quick glance. Better yet, try to stick with whole foods that don't need a long ingredient list. Think fresh veggies, fruits, or lean meats. If you're craving something crispy, skip the drive-thru and make your own oven-baked fries with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of herbs. They're just as satisfying, but your feet won't pay the price. When you're eating out, it's a little trickier. But you've got this. Instead of fried foods, go for grilled or baked options, like a grilled chicken sandwich instead of a fried one, or a baked potato instead of fries. I know a gentleman named Frank, who's 71 and loves his diner lunches with friends. He used to order fried fish every time, but when he learned about trans fats, he switched to the grilled salmon special. He was surprised at how much he enjoyed it, and he noticed his feet didn't feel as stiff after meals. He even started asking the server how things were cooked, just to be sure. It's like taking charge of your plate in a way that feels good, not restrictive. Another great swap is to embrace healthy fats that actually help your body. Things like avocados, nuts, or a splash of olive oil in your cooking are like a gift to your blood vessels and joints. They keep inflammation in check, which means your feet are less likely to feel swollen or sore. Clara, my dancing friend, started spreading a little avocado on her toast instead of margarine, and she swears it's her secret to staying nimble. If you're baking at home, try using mashed banana or applesauce instead of shortening. It keeps things moist and delicious without the trans fat baggage. It's like giving your recipes a little upgrade that your feet will love. What's amazing about dodging trans fats is how it's not just about your feet. It's about feeling better overall. You might notice you've got more pep in your step, or that your knees don't creak as much when you get up in the morning. It's like each choice you make is a little high five to your body, saying, I'm here to keep you strong. And as we're thinking about these swaps and choices, it makes me wonder about other things we might be reaching for without realizing how they affect us, especially something we might enjoy socially, like a drink at the end of the day. As we've been chatting about making those smart swaps for trans fats and choosing foods that keep our feet happy, it's like we're putting together a little map for feeling our best. Each choice we make at the table is like a step toward keeping our bodies strong and our days full of energy. But there's one more thing we need to talk about, something that might be part of your routine without you even thinking twice about it. It's not a food exactly, but it's something we consume, and it can have a big impact on how your feet feel after 60. I'm talking about excessive alcohol. Those extra glasses of wine, cocktails, or beers that might sneak into your evenings or social gatherings. Now, I'm not here to say you can't enjoy a drink. Raising a glass with friends is one of life's joys, isn't it? But when it becomes a bit too much, it can really take a toll on your feet. And I want to share why and how you can keep things in balance so you're ready to dance through your days. Alcohol, when you have more than a little, acts like a bit of a trickster in your body. It's a diuretic, which means it makes you lose more fluid than you take in, leaving you dehydrated. And when you're dehydrated, your body starts holding onto water in places like your feet, leading to that puffy, swollen feeling that makes your shoes feel too tight. It's like your feet are trying to carry around a load they don't need. Too much alcohol can also mess with your circulation, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly to your feet, which can leave them feeling heavy or even tingly. Over time, it can even affect the nerves in your feet, causing discomfort that makes every step less pleasant. After 60, our bodies are a bit more sensitive to these effects, so keeping alcohol in check is like giving your feet a chance to breathe easy. Let me tell you about my friend Robert, who's 70 and loves his Friday night card games with the guys. For years, he'd have a couple of beers, sometimes 3 or 4, while they played, thinking it was just part of the fun. But he started noticing his feet felt swollen the next morning, sometimes so much that he'd skip his usual walk to the park. It wasn't until he talked to his doctor that he realized those extra drinks were part of the problem. So Robert made a change. He didn't give up his beers entirely. He still enjoys one with his buddies, but he started alternating with a glass of sparkling water with a slice of lemon. It kept him hydrated, and he still felt part of the group. He told me his feet don't puff up like they used to, and he's back to his morning walks, even challenging his grandson to keep up. It's amazing how a small shift like that can make such a difference. So, how do you keep alcohol from becoming a problem for your feet? It's all about moderation and balance. A good rule of thumb is to stick to 1 drink a day if you're a woman, or up to 2 if you're a man. But listen to your body and talk to your doctor if you're not sure what's right for you. If you're at a party or a dinner, try sipping slowly and savoring your drink. It makes it last longer and feel special. You can also mix in non-alcoholic options that feel festive, like a mocktail made with fruit juice and a splash of soda water. I know a lovely lady named Grace, who's 74 and hosts a book club every month. She used to pour wine for everyone, but when she noticed her ankles swelling after those nights, she started offering a pitcher of cucumber-infused water alongside the wine. Now, everyone loves it, and she feels better the next day, ready to tend her roses without that heavy feeling in her feet. Another great trick is to pair your drinks with hydrating foods. Think watermelon, cucumber, or a bowl of soup to help your body stay balanced. If you're out at a restaurant, maybe skip the second cocktail and ask for a glass of water with your meal. It's like giving your feet a little insurance policy against swelling. And if you're someone who enjoys a nightcap, try swapping it for a soothing herbal tea, like chamomile or peppermint. Grace swears by her evening tea ritual now. It helps her relax without any of the puffiness she used to deal with. It's all about finding what works for you, so you can enjoy life's moments without your feet holding you back. As I think about these 4 foods we've talked about, those sugary treats, salty snacks, trans fats, and too much alcohol, it's like we've been uncovering little secrets about how to feel our best. It's not about giving up everything you love or turning meals into a chore. It's about making choices that lift you up, so you can keep doing the things that light up your days, whether that's playing with your grandkids, taking a stroll through the park, or just feeling comfortable in your own shoes. Maybe you'll swap a soda for a glass of water with a slice of orange, or maybe you'll roast some veggies instead of grabbing chips. Whatever you try, it's like telling your body, I'm here to take care of you. And that's a powerful thing. I've seen it with so many folks like you, people who are out there living life, laughing, and making memories. These small changes can feel like a big win, like finding an extra spring in your step when you didn't expect it. So, I encourage you to give these ideas a whirl, maybe one at a time, and see how your feet respond. And I'd love to hear from you. What's a food you've swapped out, or a trick you've tried to keep your feet happy? Drop a comment below and share your story. It's like we're all in this together, cheering each other on. If you found this helpful, give the video a quick thumbs up. It's a little way to say you're part of our vitagohealth family. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a tip to keep you shining. Here's to strong, happy feet and all the adventures they'll carry you through. Happy birthday to you at every age, because every day's a chance to feel your best.